We have received some interesting questions about our virtual internship program at the PlenipotentCo network. And I believe in showing, okay, instead of telling. So I want to show you certain things that will help you further understand what exactly the internship program is about, our philosophy as a company, and some of the most important details that you need to know. I am not going to break down everything. I will just show you, then you make your own conclusions. If you have gone through the introductory training, you already have a very good idea of what we do as a company, and you already have a good idea of what you are going to experience if you decide to join our team. And that is where the explanation or the clarification starts. It's not about joining our team primarily. It's about developing yourself, investing in your own personal and professional development so that you are going to be a value-driven professional and someone that everybody will want to work with if they can afford to. Okay, not someone that is begging for a job. That is the primary thing we're trying to do. We're trying to raise entrepreneurial leaders who know how to create value, okay, communicate value and capture value in return. And we're also trying to reduce unemployment. We're not trying to get anything, we're rather trying to give, because we know that it's a law. If you give, you are going to get in return. So we don't focus on getting, we focus on giving. So we're not having an internship program because we need interns. We don't need interns. I'm saying that again, we do not need interns. Okay, we want people that will come to us and give us the opportunity to invest in them, then release them to go and do whatever it is they are going to do, release them into various spaces to make impact, to fulfill God's plan and purpose for their lives. That's why we said the internship program is a discipleship program. Okay, now that may sound religious, but there's nothing religious about it. Discipleship is another word for mentorship. Okay, you see someone that has done what you want to do, you see someone that has achieved a measure of success, and you want to pattern your life after them, you want to imbibe the skills, you want to imbibe the attitudes, the philosophies, the mindsets that helped them to achieve that level of success so that you can also do the same and even do much more. That's the idea. Now, let me show you something. Look at this. We have 606 candidates here and people are still applying. If I click this notification, you will see, but I don't want to click this so that you are not going to see the names of those, because we want to keep things private. Now, but look at this now. This advert, we posted it 11 days ago. That at the point of making this presentation, it was 11 days ago. And we have 606 candidates. Now, this is not applicants. This is candidates. Now, because we have much more than this in the number of applicants, because we advertised on various job boards, okay, primarily Indeed, but others will pick our adverts from Indeed and post them in different places. Now, when even the applicants on Indeed alone, they are far more than this number you are seeing here, but this is the number of people that have started the pre-screening process. Now, we're a small business, yes, at this point in time, so we are not looking to employ 606 people at once. Do you understand? Even if we're not a small business, I don't know how many companies employ 606 people like at once for one role. Do you understand? Nobody does it. When you are looking to fill a role, you are just looking for a few people. So we have 606 candidates, and this has been our experience, whether it is internship, whether whatever role, because we recruit for organizations also, and we recruit at all levels. We've recruited for senior executive levels up to, we've handled vice chancellor recruitment for a university. Okay, you understand what we're talking about. So now, but because you don't shout about what you are doing, because you don't make noise, a lot of people feel like, okay, what are these people even doing, and all of that. But the point is that when you add value to yourself, you can handle high impact projects. Okay, and you don't have to make noise about it. You are making impact, you are also making money, and you are doing well. Do you understand? And that is what we expect for everyone that is coming into our internship program. Now, if we are only looking to engage, let's say 6 interns, for example, and we have 606 candidates, what is the implication of that? There are a lot of implications, but for us, we are not even just saying that, okay, we're going to take this number of interns. What we're saying is that we want to create opportunities for as many people as qualify themselves for that opportunity. So if all of the 606 candidates say that, yes, we are ready to do the work, I'm telling you, we will place each and every one of them and give them very good jobs at the end of the day. I am telling you, that is the model that we have, and God has helped us. We have the wisdom to make this happen. We have the networks, we have the relationships, we have the resources. So we're not looking to get anything, we're rather looking to give. But if you come with a mindset of, oh, I hope these people are not trying to, because we've received a lot of questions like, okay, is it going to be a paid internship? We are already advertised it. It's on the advert that this is not, it's going to be paid, it's not free. Okay, as long as you do the work, you get paid. Okay, but it's a matter of, okay, work and be paid. You are not going to be paid just because you are an intern, or just because the company is making money, or just because it's not a matter of there's this Yoruba proverb that ogata ogauta owala ape. Now that means that whether the business makes money or the business does not make money, workers must be paid. No, we operate our business on biblical principles, and the principle is that he that does not work should not eat. Now there is also the principle that the laborer deserves his wages. So anybody that works has to be paid. But if you are being taught, you are being trained, you are going to school, instead of you paying school fees, then you are also now expecting to be paid and you are not making any contribution, it doesn't make sense. So everybody that is admitted into the program, so let us start with that, will get paid. Okay. And we're also going to have key performance indicators. As long as you meet your key performance indicators, you get paid much more. You understand? And like I said, I want to show you some things. Okay, not just explain to you. So I will start, I've started showing you by showing you the number of candidates we have at the point of making this presentation, and more are still coming in. So how do you distinguish yourself, that you even end up scaling through the entire process? Okay, that's the first thing you need to be thinking about. Questions like, okay, when is the deadline? Questions like, okay, how much are you going to pay? Those questions are irrelevant. That's the truth of the matter. You may not like the way I'm speaking, but that is the truth of the matter. Those questions are irrelevant. When you see someone that is hungry, and you give the person food, the person will not say, who cooked this food? Okay, which market did you buy the raw materials from? Those questions are irrelevant. As long as the food is good food, it is hygienically prepared, the person will rush the food. So those are the kind of people we're looking for. Like I said, we don't need interns, or we don't even need anybody to like join our team. No, we don't need people. Okay, we want people. There's a difference between needing and wanting. We want people that we can impact and then release them. Okay, and all of that. So it's not a matter of, so those of you that in the screening questions you wrote things like, okay, when we asked about your expectations and things like that, you're saying, okay, I see myself in the next 3-5 years, okay, senior management position in this organization, because that's what you have read in the materials that you are reading, or all of the interview training and all of that you've taken. They told you to say that, and you are putting that. But we have a way of seeing those that are saying that genuinely, and those that are just saying it because that is what they read online, or that's what they've been told. So if you have the mindset of, okay, you want to spend 10 years in the plenipotent company, or you want to spend 5 years, forget it. That is not the goal of this internship program. If you are coming in as an intern, you can only spend a maximum of 2 years. Okay, 6 weeks to 2 years, depending on what you are looking for and the skills you are looking to get. And by the time you are going out, you are either starting your own business, or you are getting a major role in an organization, or you are made by God's grace, like all around your professional life, your personal life, your finances, your relationship, you are made. That is the idea. Now, let me show you a few things so that you understand what we're saying, and what we mean when we say that we don't need people, we rather want people that we can release. So it's not a matter of, okay, we want you to just do all the work, and then, okay, we just get all the benefits. No, it doesn't work that way. The only reason we're asking people to work is that that is the only way to gain the skills and the experience you need. You cannot just join a company and then just be, you're watching YouTube and, just lazing around. Do you understand? Now, let me show you a few things. Let us start with this parable that Jesus told. You can read it in Matthew chapter 20. Okay, he told the parable of a man. Let me just read it out from here. I'll just read it so that you understand the basis of what we're saying. And please watch this entire video. Don't skip through. Watch the entire video. If you want to participate in our internship program, watch the entire video. Even if you are not participating in the internship and you are a recent graduate, a fresh graduate, or somebody that just wants a job, you want to improve your life, watch it and listen to every detail and pay attention. Okay, so I will read this passage from Matthew chapter 20. For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire men to work in his vineyard. He agreed to pay them a denarius for the day and sent them into his vineyard. About the third hour, he went out and saw others standing in the marketplace doing nothing. He told them, you also go and work in my vineyard and I will pay you whatever is right. So they went. He went out again about the 6th hour and the 9th hour and did the same thing. About the 11th hour, he went out and found still others standing around. He asked them, why have you been standing here all day long doing nothing? Because no one has hired us, they answered him. He said to them, you also go and work in my vineyard. Now, there are some key words for you to take note of: the hire, work, vineyard. Okay, what we're doing right now is hiring, you understand? And then we're hiring people to work, okay, in our vineyard. And that is the concept of digital vineyard. This is this scripture that digital vineyard came from. That's how we got the name. You understand? So you know that our website, one of our websites is digitalvineyard.uk. So that concept of digital vineyard, it came from here. Okay, so let's continue reading. Now, when evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, call the workers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last ones hired and going on to the first. The workers who were hired about the 11th hour came and each received a denarius. So when those came who were hired first, they expected to receive more, but each of them also received a denarius. When they received it, they began to grumble against the landowner. These men who were hired last worked only 1 hour, they said, and you have made them equal to us, who have borne the burden of the work and the heat of the day. But he answered one of them, friend, I am not being unfair to you. Didn't you agree to work for a denarius? Take your pay and go. I want to give the man who was hired last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be first and the first will be last. So we read Matthew chapter 20 from verse 1 to verse 16. Now, the way these people were complaining, that is the way people also, complain. They say they will go on strike because their salary is not being increased. Do you know what it takes to run that organization? Do you think that they need you in that? See, these things are hard, but it's the truth. Most of the time, they don't need you. Technology has even changed a lot of things, especially with AI. There are a lot of things that have been simplified. You don't need plenty people to get the job done. You only need very solid people and people that are ready to work. So when you are being given an opportunity, it's not because anybody is trying to exploit you. It's because they are trying to invest in you and make your life better. So keep that at the back of your mind, first of all. Now look at this landowner that went out and started getting people. Oh, why are you? They say, oh, nobody has hired us. Okay, go and work in my vineyard. That is exactly what we're doing. Now, this man was not hiring people because he needed people to work. He was hiring people because he wanted to invest in them and give them the skills that will make others want to hire them. But they did not understand. They just went into the vineyard and they were working and grumbling. You understand? But what he wanted was, okay, if you work in my vineyard, then you will gain the skills, you gain the experience. Okay, if somebody else wants to hire you, I can recommend you, and all of that. That is the idea. You understand? So it's not that, okay, come out. If you just spend 6 weeks and you do everything we ask you to do and you feel you are okay, and you go through the test and everything and you are fine, it's okay. We write a commendation letter for you. We recommend you to places. We guide you through the application process. That's why one of the first things we are asking you to do is to take a course on how to get remote jobs. And we're giving you free access to the course. This course that you are getting free access to, for those of you that are not in Nigeria, you can check it out. Just go to that same link and you will find that it is $99. If you're in the US, it's $99. But the cost is on Udemy, and Udemy has a way of adjusting the cost, okay, based on the location. So if you're in Nigeria, that cost is 21,900 naira. At the point of making this presentation, it can go up when we had more resources. Now, but you are getting it for free. Now, if you're in Nigeria, if you know how to use VPN, yes, you can use your VPN and set it as if you're in the US, then visit the same link. You will find that it is $99. That's how much you should have paid. And we're giving you free access. We're giving you free access to books. We're giving you free access to a lot of things. And we're not asking anything in return. Because it's a matter of, we understand what we're doing. And we're not doing it for you. Okay, we're doing it for God. We're doing it in fulfillment of our own assignment because we're working for God. God has employed us. That's the way we say it. God is our own employer. Okay, and he has told us what to do. So as long as we do what he has told us to do and we do it well, he's going to pay us. And that is also from the Bible. I told you that we run everything on biblical principles. Now, let me read that to you. It's in Colossians chapter 3. Colossians chapter 3, verse... No, is it Colossians chapter 3? Let me just quickly... Yes, Colossians chapter 3, verse 23 and verse 24. Okay, let me read that to you. I'll read from the Amplified Bible. Whatever you do, whatever your task may be, work from the soul, that is, put in your very best effort as something done for the Lord and not for men, knowing with all certainty that it is from the Lord, not from men, that you will receive the inheritance, which is your greatest reward. It is the Lord Christ whom you actually serve. So we know that what we're doing is giving us an inheritance, and that is what matters, because the inheritance will continue to yield income. A lot of people are working for income, but you should work for inheritance. For example, if your father left you an estate, and as an inheritance, and you are collecting rent from that estate, you continue to collect rent for life. Your children's children will also collect the rent, and then you can invest it in other things also. So instead of just doing something that just gives you one-off income, and then you continue to work for the income, it's better to build something that works for you and creates income for you. You understand? That is what we are doing, and that is what we want to do with everybody that comes into our internship program. We want you to become that kind of person that you have developed the kind of skills that those skills can continue to make money for you. You have developed the kind of relationships that will continue to open doors for you, create opportunities for you, make money for you. You have built your own systems, for making money on autopilot. Those are the things that we want to do with everyone. That's why we're not begging people to apply. We're not begging people to join. We're only looking for the people that are ready to do the work and ready to invest in themselves. Now, let me begin to show you some of the examples, to show these things that we're saying. Now, look at this, for example. This is a reference letter that I wrote for someone that went through our internship program. This was in 2022. We've been doing this for a long time, since 2018. Okay. Now, I'll show you like across like a time period, but let's start with this. Now, this is for somebody at a university. You can see it. This person got a job at a university based on the skills that he developed while in the internship program, and like he did not have prior experience. He joined the internship program while he was serving. You understand? No prior experience. So all of you that are asking, oh, how do I get a job without prior experience? This is it. Go through the internship program, work on projects, then we can guide you through the application process. We can recommend you. We will support you and help you to get jobs. That is it. We're not looking for people to keep and work with us. No. We're looking for people to join the network and get the job done. Once you are in the network, if you have a job that you can do, we call you, you do it. You understand? And you get paid for it. You understand? And if you are looking for a job in a different organization, we help you through the process. My own first executive assistant, he was my right-hand man. He was like the most valuable asset I had in the company at the time. When an opportunity opened up and I saw that this opportunity was better for him, I was the one that recommended him. Can say, okay, go to this other organization. It is better for you at this point in time, at this level of growth in your career, And he did not want to go because he enjoyed, our relationship, our work, and all of that. He didn't want to go. Okay, and I said, see, you are going. This thing is good for you. I guided him through the process. Okay, put in a good word for him, and all of that. He got the job. He's been there for years now, and they don't want him to leave. Okay, recently I was invited to facilitate a session at a boot camp, and it is paid, it's not free. And apart from that, there are lots of other opportunities that will come from it. I told them, sorry, I'm not coming. Talk to this guy, and I connected them, the same person. Do you understand? So it's only a few people that are quality people. Most people are not quality people. It's sad, but that's the truth. Even Jesus said it. He talked about separating the wheat from the tares. Do you understand? And he said that many are called, few are chosen. So only a few people are quality people. But if you identify yourself as a quality person, all of the opportunities will be coming to you. You understand? So that same person, and I can share a lot of other things. So that same person is the person, you know what, go and speak there. And they were happy to have him. Do you understand? So, and I can share lots and lots like that. So this is an example. Okay, I'm happy to recommend. I've blurred out, identifying details. Okay, for the role of digital content creator at, the Center for Learning Resources, Landmark University. Now, we can mention the organization there because it's what we're saying, we're not making it up. It's true. You understand? But we protect the identities of the people involved. Okay, just, but you can easily find out all those things too if you want to anyway. Because we're not, like the Bible says, these things were not done in a corner. Okay, and the Bible says that when you are doing the right thing, you bring it to the light. You are not trying to hide what you are doing. Do you understand? So this is it. So now we mentioned him. This person participated in our internship program at the Plenipotent Company Limited and demonstrated a good appetite for personal development. After completing the internship, he has been involved in a number of projects, including serving as rapporteur at an international conference that attracted delegates from 27 countries. The person is a fast learner. I'm saying the person because we've blurred out the name. The person is a fast learner, and he has developed a significant degree of professional competence that will certainly give him an edge in his new role as digital content creator. I am confident that with the right training and leadership, it will easily become an asset to your team. If you need to discuss further, feel free to contact me I put my private number there. Okay, that I always answer calls on that number. If I don't answer calls, I call back, and it's not everybody that has it. Okay, or simply reply to this email. Best regards. He got the job. We also attached a printable letter of a printable version of the letter. He got the job and he's been there. Okay, he's been there ever since. Okay, and when we have projects that I can work on, recently we still called him to work on a project, and he still did it in addition to the job he has. So multiple streams of income. Do you understand? Now, some of you will read this and say, okay, it's a company of digital content creators. No, the idea is that that's why it is called the plenipotent company. The meaning of that plenipotent, if you did a bit of embryology, now there are different schools of thought about it, but the general idea is that, okay, now plenipotent has two meanings. One is like a plenipotentiary. Okay, a plenipotentiary is like an ambassador that can act on behalf of his country. So we are ambassadors of Christ. We are ambassadors of the kingdom of heaven. So we are bringing heaven down on earth. We're applying the principles and the mindset, okay, of God, okay, to the way we do our own things here. Do you understand? That's one side to it. Now, the second side to that word plenipotent is when you talk about a plenipotent stem cell, that plenipotent cell can become anything. When an organism, or let's say when a baby is being formed in the womb, the baby starts as a single cell, a zygote, then the zygote divides into two cells divide into into four cells divide into eight, and the division continues like that. Now, at the early stages of the division, all of the cells are the same. Okay, all of the cells are the same. Now, depending on the kind of induction that they get, they now begin to differentiate. Some cells will become the liver cells, some will become brain cells, some will become the skin, some will become eyes, some will become, they start becoming different kinds of tissues, which will eventually become organs and systems, and then we have the complete organism. That is the system, you understand? So everybody comes in, everybody is the same, but you can differentiate into anything. You want to become a digital content creator, you want to become a software engineer, you want to become a professor, whatever it is. What we're doing is that we're giving you the operating system upon which you can now install any application. To use that illustration, we're giving you a foundation upon which you can build any solid structure. Do you understand? And we're also giving you the materials to build. Okay, now you can use the same material to build different kinds of structures, just like you can use the same ingredients to bake different kinds of things. You can use whether you want to make cake, or you want to make bread, or you want to make biscuits. You have to use flour, you have to use sugar, you have to use, it's almost the same kind of ingredients, but the process that you take the ingredients through, and then the combination of the ingredients, the recipe, you understand, the combination and all of that, that is what makes the difference. So it's the same thing. So we're saying that come in, whatever you are looking for, you have an environment where you can become that thing that you want to become. Okay, so that is it. So this is one example. Let me show you another example. So that, like, this is not something that we're just talking about, something we're doing. And for context, because people are going to watch this later, okay, those that are not joining the presentation now, I'm making this presentation in August 2024, and you see that this was sent in May 2024. We're working on a project, and we decided that, okay, we are no longer working on the project as a company. We're handing over the project to the team member. Okay, the member of our team that is the team lead for that project. So look at this mail also. Okay, I've blurred out identifying details. Now, thank you for the opportunity to work with you and the project team. After careful consideration and in alignment with recent changes in our company's direction, we have made the decision to recalibrate our involvement in the project. In light of this development, we recommend that you work directly with, we put the name of our team member, who has been the project lead from her end. She has a comprehensive understanding of the project details and possesses the expertise necessary to ensure its successful continuation. We are committed to supporting you during this transition period and will facilitate a smooth handover. Kindly note that the invoices that we issued for the manuscript development aspect of the project have since expired and are no longer valid. Feel free to negotiate new terms with, we put the name of our team member, or other preferred service provider. Thank you once again for the opportunity to collaborate with you. Best regards. Now, I want to explain some things to you here in case you don't see it. Okay, first of all, this project is a regular project. It's an annual project that we work on, and it is in 7 figures. Okay, so if that is the only project that some of you work, okay, for example, now somebody that is earning maybe 80,000 naira month. Okay, 80,000 naira per month in a year is how much? 80 times 12, that's 960,000. Now, so if you are earning 80,000 naira per month, like you are not even making 1 million naira. Do you understand? Now, this is as a fresh graduate, as a, you understand? Now, one project alone will make you much more than that every year. Do you get the idea? Now, this project is a 7-figure project, and we say that no, work with this person directly. See what we said there, okay, others preferred service provider. It's a high impact project. Nobody wants to be getting anyhow person to work with them on high impact projects. But we want them to know that they have a choice. But naturally, they will make the choice to work with the person that they already know, that has proven themselves, that is associated with the plenipotent company, and they know that the plenipotent company, they know us for excellence, they know us for professionalism. So anybody we recommend, they take the recommendation seriously. Now the person is already working on the project. So every year the person will be making multiple 7 figures from that project, and we're not collecting a dime from it. Do you see what we're saying? Now, it doesn't make sense, but the foolishness of God is wiser than the wisdom of men. It doesn't make sense. You say, no, you should at least have an arrangement. Take the project. Now, we can do this for this person because the person has proven herself, and then she's been with us for 2 years, and we have that promise that anybody that stays with us for 2 years, we will get you established by God's grace. The Bible says that believe the Lord your God, so you shall prosper. Believe his prophets, so you shall be established. So we get you established if you stay. Now, why are we saying 2 years? Jesus took 3 years or 3.5 years or thereabouts with his disciples. It takes time to build anything solid, you understand? But people are at different levels of growth. Maybe you've already built yourself to a certain place and you see that you just need to complete it and you just need 6 weeks and it's okay, it's fine. In 6 weeks you are done, you can leave. In 6 months you are done, you can leave. In 1 year you are done, you can leave. We're not trying to keep anybody. We're just creating that environment where people can grow and fulfill their potential. Remember our work philosophy. We approach our work as a sublime act of service that provides opportunities to maximize our potential while preferring solutions and creating value. That is the idea. So if you don't agree with that, if that does not resonate with you, if that is not what we are looking for, sorry. There are a lot of options. We want to help people, but we cannot help everyone. You understand? And we are not the only one that have the solutions. We're not like Elijah that is telling God that, oh, I'm the only one that is serving. And God says, see, I have 7,000 other people. There are a lot of other opportunities that you can take advantage of if this one does not work for you. Do you understand? But we want you to understand what we're offering. That's why I'm taking the time to do all of this. Let me show you another example. Now, this was in 2023, and this mail is about the same person that we just finished talking about in this other project is the same person, because like I told you, only a few people are quality people. And it is those few people that will keep taking all of the opportunities. I also shared the example of my first executive assistant. His name is Williams. Okay, I shared the example of Williams also, how, okay, I recommended him for a role, and then also, okay, speaking engagements, and then a number of several other opportunities. He himself posted something on Twitter. I was surprised when I saw it. He said that I continue to recommend it for, he was expressing gratitude and said that people, because it is the people that I can trust, that I will recommend. Somebody came, for example, and then rubbished a lot of things and all of that, and then he wanted to get a job in another organization. He did not know that the founder of the organization is my friend. He was my best man. The founder of the organization, well, my best man is always one best man. So don't let me say he was my best man. He is my best man. And then my friend called me and said, Philip, do you know this guy? I know him. He went to, and what do you know about him? And one of the things the guy said, this guy that was looking for a job, is that he built our website that we had built before he even joined the internship program, that I did not do anything on it. So that was what caught my friend's attention. I said, you built plenipotent websites, okay. And he called me. Now, what kind of recommendation do I want to make for that kind of person? Then somebody else also reached out asking for a recommendation when he wanted to school abroad and all of that. And I was happy to write the recommendation for him, and I did. Then he asked for another recommendation, but they were asking for some specifics, like, okay, project he had worked on and impact. They were asking for specifics. I told him, you know that I cannot write this recommendation for you because there is nothing I can say that you did. You understand? There's not like what can I say? And he also agreed that it's true. And then that was the end. But look at the example of the other person in Landmark University that I mentioned specific things. Do you understand? So that's the idea. So look at this mail too. Dear, the name of the people. Thank you for choosing to work with us at Brain Skills. Brain Skills is a member of the Plenipotent Company Network. Okay, over the past few months, based on the feedback received from our representative, okay, copied here with, we believe that we can count on her to continue doing a good job. In light of this, we would like to cede the project to her so that you can work with her directly instead of working with the company. Kindly make subsequent payments directly to her instead of coming through Brain Skills. Thank you for your kind consideration. That's the mail I sent to her. And since then, they've been working with her. Now, what we're also trying to do is we're helping people to start companies, because it's one thing to work as a freelancer or as a self-employed person. It's another thing entirely to work as an entrepreneur and as a business owner and as an investor. You understand? You are investing in people. You are also investing in things that will make you money. So it's better to be an entrepreneur and an investor than to just be an employee or a self-employed person. You understand? So you start as an employee, yes, it's okay, and then you become self-employed, and then we help you to build systems, okay, and structures to have a complete organization that can run without you. You understand? So that is the idea, okay. And if you want to work somewhere, it's also okay. I've shown you the example of the person working in Landmark. There are lots of other examples I can show you, okay. So it's okay. So whether you want to get a very good job in a good organization, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with being an employee. It's just that we're saying that don't be an employee alone. Okay, find other ways to also, okay, maybe you are investing in a small business, or maybe you could even be investing in stock, okay, buying shares and all of that. But make sure that there's something else that you are doing, you understand, beyond just being an employee. Do you get? But we're saying that whatever it is that you want to become, whether you want to be an employee in a major company where you're going to be making a lot of money, or you want to start your own business, or you want a mix of the two, we have what it takes to help you become it. And we're not looking for anything, okay. We're not looking to make something for ourselves, because it's just like a driver that has been paid for his work. The driver has been paid to carry somebody from one place to another. The driver does not need to be, fine, people do it, but if you're ethical, the driver does not need to be going around looking for passengers, just because you have been paid for that job. So just carry the person, and the driver does not need to collect money from the person being carried. So we are like your driver now. We're saying, come into our bus. We are not collecting anything from you. We have been paid, and we are being paid, and we are still going to be paid by the person that has employed us, who is God. Do you understand? So I don't understand this reticence that people have, this feeling of they want to take advantage of me, just like those guys in the parable that we just read. And there's another guy. Jesus also told another parable of a master that went on a long trip. You can search it out, parable of the talents. You can Google it. Okay. Now the guy went on a long trip and gave them talents to trade with. Just like we have given you resources, we have given you courses. Some people are even asking, okay, I've finished. You watch video and you say you have finished course, as if we will need you to complete an exercise. We're asking you to do this thing for yourself. It's not about watching videos. It's about what do you learn from those videos. Implement those things for yourself. But a lot of people, they will just watch the videos and say, we have finished the course. And I'm like, okay, do you think that we're asking you to do this for us? Or are you interested in developing yourself? And, do you understand? So now this guy gave them talents, just like we have also given you resources. Talent in those days is money, is a unit of money. And these things that we're giving you cost money. You understand? Okay, even this, my time that I'm using to make this video, there are other things I could be doing, and my time is expensive. You understand? People want to speak with me now, you have to book and pay for the booking, except a few people that are here. You have to pay for the booking for me to even speak with you, because there is a lot I'm doing. And if you have gone through the training series, you know that, okay, it's just a case of wise virgins and foolish virgins. I cannot keep giving my oil and then me, I'm now stuck. Do you understand? You have to pay for it. Go and buy for yourself. Do you get? So I'm just telling you that we're putting a lot into this. So just like that parable of the talents, the guy, gave them stuff and all of that. And then when he came back, there was this fellow that had the audacity to say that, you want to take advantage of me. You think you are smart. I kept your money. Take your money back. Go and read that story and see what happened to that guy. So just know that, see, you are investing in yourself. If you already have the skills, fine. Then go and get a job. Get a normal job. Don't come for internship. But if you know that you don't have the skills, or you have the skills and you need to refine them, then come into the internship. Nobody is trying to take advantage of you. Nobody is trying to exploit you. If we have, we will even charge you from the beginning, but we're giving you access to resources for free. The resources that other people are paying for, we're giving you coupon codes to access those resources for free, and you are still being reticent. And do you get? So there is no point, really, if you think about it. So just make up your mind. If this is what you want, then do it. Like throw yourself into it. I don't do anything halfway. I don't take half measures. And life is, if you want to make it in life, it's like that. You don't do half measures. You're either all in or all out. You understand? So if you want to be all in, be all in. If you want to be all out, be all out. But know that we have our own screening process which we have started, and it is only the people that are quality people that will come out at the end of the screening process. Now, there are some people that are quality people also, but they are just not for the kind of opportunity we're offering. So if you're a quality person and the kind of opportunity we're offering is not what you need right now, from all of these things that we have said, and also from the pre-training series and all of that, you will know. Then you can let us know, this is the kind of opportunity I'm looking for, and then we can even support you with that also. Do you understand? So I don't know what is difficult about all of this, okay? It's just a matter of making up your mind. It's the law of sowing and reaping. Nobody can cheat you. As long as you do what you're supposed to do and you are looking up to God for your reward, you will be amazed at the opportunities that will open up to you. But if this is not the kind of thing you are looking for, we understand. Okay, so you can go for the opportunities you are looking for, and as much as it lies with us, we'll support you. Okay, but we are not obligated to anybody. We're not, committed to anybody that is not in our system. It is only those in our system that we're committed to. Even Jesus Christ, go and read it, John chapter 17, when he was praying. He said that I'm not praying for the whole world. I'm praying for these disciples that you have given me. That's what he said. So you can't help everybody. It is those that come into your hack. Just like Noah, he could not save everybody, but everybody that entered his hack was saved. You understand? That's the principle. So you cannot just be reaching out like somebody just sent me LinkedIn connection request. I don't even know you from anywhere. We have not had any interaction. You did not even put a meaningful message to make me interested. And you think just because you send the request, I should accept. A lot of people also call me and they expect you, because they found my number one way or the other, they expect me to pick up. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm only responsible to those that are in my hack. Like Noah was responsible for those in his hack. Like David was responsible for the men that were with him in the cave of Adullam. Do you understand? That is the way these things work. And that's how to be a solid person. 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, you see the things that would have happened. And you see the success stories of the people that have participated in our internship program. And we're already having lots of them, lots of those success stories. You have seen some of them, those of you that went through the pre-training series. And I've also shared some of them with you, okay, in this session. And those successes will continue to compound. You understand? Once you get it, you have got it. It's just like once you've got it, you will just continue to grow, and then you build success upon success and all of that. Now, our selection process is very intensive because of the kind of things we have experienced. And I've also said this before. The model for the selection process is Gideon's army. Gideon had 32,000 people, just like we have 600 people now, for just one role. Now, he had 32,000 people that wanted to work with him in his army, okay, wanted to go to war, and then God gave him series of tests, do this, do that. At the end of the day, 32,000 people were reduced to 300. That's like 0.9%, less than 1%, of the entire. Do you understand? So that is the same thing, because we want quality people. And those small number of people, the 300, they were able to win the war, with even they didn't even have sophisticated equipment, but they won. That's the thing. So because what we're building is not an ordinary company, you understand. So it is those that understand what we are doing that we're looking for. If you understand the power of applying spiritual principles in every aspect of life, not that I'm saying spiritual, not religious. We are not religious in any way, but we are spiritual. We do things spiritually. We have prophetic insight into things, and we work based on that. For example, a lot of people are trying to work remotely now, especially after 2020, but we've been doing this since 2017. Now, a lot of people are looking for salary now, but many companies are already realizing that salary model doesn't work. You must pay the people that are working with you, and you must pay them well. But there are better ways to pay people than salary. Salary is not the best. It's not the best for the company. It's not the best for the employee. But sometimes it's a nice way for companies to actually cheat employees that are working hard. It's a nice way to, or so for some of them, it's not like they are looking to cheat the employees, but they just want something simple that will not bother their head. So they just implement salary model. But there are better models. There is profit sharing. And even profit sharing, there are lots of nuances to it. There are better models. So people must be paid. But salary, no. So are you going to be paid if you join our team? Yes. Will you get a salary? No. Do you understand? Now, we may use the word salary in some communication just to say what people understand. But the point is that you are going to get paid, and you are going to get paid well according to your work. Okay, because the laborer deserves his wages, and you do not muzzle the ox that is threshing the grain. But if you are not producing, if what you are doing is not making us money, you are not contributing anything to the company, we are the ones contributing to your life, and you still expect to get paid, does it make sense? No, you to think about it. Do you understand? It doesn't make sense. Do you get? So that's the idea. Now, we've worked on a lot of projects and with a lot of people that helped us to now come to this point where we are insistent that only the people that align with our philosophy are going to join our team. For example, we had a ghostwriting project that we worked on, and in fact, it's a very relatively simple project, because what we wanted to do was to convert a thesis into a book. So we already have the material, just want to make it into a form that is not strictly academic, that, a lot of people can easily understand it, and then all of that. Now, we got two people. One of them is even a PhD holder to work on the project. What they turned in was, it was pathetic, to say the least. And then, okay, we now organized a writing retreat. We organized a retreat. We said, you know what, we're going to have a retreat. And then we had some selection process, to get, the people that would work, and all of that. And eventually, the person that was selected, we booked a room for him. It's in a retreat center, but the retreat center is like a, 4-star hotel, And then we booked the place for him. We stocked the refrigerator for him. And we still gave him money that, okay, if you want to eat, okay, this is the money to eat. Apart from the money he was being paid for the project. Now, At the end of the day, what it turned in rubbish. Now, eventually, I had to now go back to that same retreat center. Okay, lock myself up there for a number of days, paid my way and all of that, and then I got the job done, and then we sent it to the client, and we have to now still forfeit the balance. See the series of payments and investments, because we want people to know that we're not trying to, we just want to help, but then if you are doing the work, you get paid. But we pay people. People have a way of putting their CVs together. They have a way of going through selection process and making it look like yes, you can do the work. But the way who can do the work is actually let them do it. Let them do it and see. Do you understand? So that's why we have this internship program. You do the work, you are growing in the process, and once you do good work, you get paid. But if you do rubbish work that we are paying for, we cannot pay you for rubbish work. This project I'm talking about, we have to forfeit the balance. We forfeited the balance. It was only the advance payment that we got that, okay, we told the client that, what, we are ready to return your advance payment because of the delay and all of that, and then we said, number one, you don't have to pay the balance. Then number two, if you want us to return or refund the advance payment, we will. But she was considerate also. She said, what, keep the advance payment, but since you have said that you will not pay the balance, thank you, I won't pay balance. And we lost money, in spite of the fact that we have spent money on those that worked on the project and a lot of other things. And that is just one of many examples. There's another example. A team member also got a project, thought she could implement it on her own instead of bringing it to the team. What does it cost you? Nobody's trying to take advantage of you. Got the project, then she found that she couldn't do it. Now, the sad part is that she got that project through a bad kind of referral. There are good referrals, there are bad referrals. Now, this referral that she got, the person already told her from the beginning, once you get this project, I will get 50% of whatever it is you are getting. And it's not even 50% of the profit, or 50% of the gross revenue, everything. So let's say the project is 200,000 naira. The person already will get 100,000. Just for recommending, just for referring, and then the person that does the work will take the remaining 100,000. Now, I'm not going to tell you the value of the project, but just giving you illustration. So this person took the project and had worked on it heavily, could not get it done, and now say, what, and now came to the company. Do you know what we did? What she was supposed to pay, what she was supposed to pay the person that referred her for the project, we paid that money to that person so that she can be free. You understand? We paid the money to the person, and then we worked on the project, and the client did not pay us. We went for meetings. I was one of those that went for the meetings, and I went from Ibadan because my family lives in Ibadan at this point, and for a while we've been in Ibadan. And the meeting was in Lagos, one interior part of Lagos, and I left my house, came back. We had a series of meetings. The client did not pay a dime, and we paid. Do you understand? When we are talking, we know what we are talking about. And we're not looking for people that will come and become liabilities for us. We're looking for people that will be an asset to themselves, an asset to us, an asset wherever they find themselves. So that is it. So if you are thinking, why is this your selection process so hard? It has to be hard. Go and read the story of Gideon's army. And then from all of the things we have explained, what we have experienced, you see why it has to be hard. But if you're a quality person, you will be excited. You will be excited about it because even just going through the selection process is like doing a professional development program. I'm telling you, just going through the selection. So if you are a quality person, you will be excited that, wow, see what I'm getting for free. Okay, see what normally I wouldn't have maybe pushed myself to do this, but because I'm going through the selection process, so I have to do this, and you see yourself that you are growing. So you will be excited. But if you're not the kind of person we're looking for, what is this? What is this? Sorry, that's Yoruba for why is it this difficult? It doesn't have to be, and then you chicken out. It's okay. So it's okay. Go and look for the kind of opportunities that work for you. But if you are the kind of person we're looking for and the kind of person that will thrive in our ecosystem, then we're happy to have you also. So I've shown you examples, so you have seen what is possible. Okay. Now, if you are a quality person, maybe you have feedback from other sources, that yes, from everything we have said, you're a quality person, but our system is just not the right kind of system for you. Let me recommend some other options that you can consider. Because like I said, the idea is to help as many people as we can help. It is not because we want people to work for us or anything. No, we just want to help as many people as we can help. It's not that we need people to do anything. You understand? The projects you are going to be working on, we create those projects so that you can work, create value, get value in return. It's not because we need. Do you understand? So if that doesn't work for you for whatever reason, these are some other options you can consider. Now, this is school.io. Interestingly, one of the founders of this school.io is some of you have read about him or you have listened to his. He did a presentation, for one of our sessions. Okay, some of you have listened to that presentation already. Okay, and he's one of the co-founders. Okay, of this school.io. So this is an option you can consider. You can sign up with them, get training. Now, all of these recommendations are making them like you have to do your own research. I'm not saying that, don't say it is Philip that told you. No, do your own research. I'm just showing you because I was surprised the kind of feedback we get. Some people don't even know how to sign up for a course on Udemy, how to enroll. They will say it's not working. What is not working? You don't understand. It's not working. What's not working? So when I get feedback from the team, I'm always like, really? So what you think that a lot of people know, they don't know. So what I'm doing is just giving you exposure. I'm not saying that yes, so do your own research, talk to them. If they work for you, why not? So this is the young man I'm talking about. Tochukwu is a co-founder of this organization. So you can sign up with them, learn, okay, and then okay, this is an option. Okay, so check it out. Then this is another option, allschool.africa. Like I said, I don't have anything about it, so I'm just showing you what is possible. So go through. If it works for you, apply, go through the process, get your job and all of that. Okay. Now, then this is yet another one, interaction design. If you're interested in UX design, UI design, all of those things related to design, this is a good option for you also. Okay, check them out. Check them out and see, if it works for you. Okay. So then you also have this ALX. This one is even very popular. ALX Africa. Check them out, and there are lots also. But these are some that okay, I feel that okay, you can explore them, and if they work for you, why not? Then there is Utiva. Where is Utiva? Okay, so that is also another option. So you have options. Do you understand? And we are even showing you the options. So you understand? You have options. So just do your research and take what works for you. Now, our whole focus is not technology, is not design, is not. Our focus is entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship or entrepreneurial skills will put you ahead in anything else. It's like foundational. It's something that is integral to whatever else you are doing. Now, whether you work as a product designer, as a software engineer, or whatever, it is some people that built that company that you are working in. You understand? So if you want to be the kind of person that can build companies and that can also work in companies, then our internship is perfect for you. But if you are not the kind of person that wants to build, you just want to do your job and get paid, then you are not the kind of person we're looking for. You can consider a lot of other options that is their own focus. Do you understand? Okay, so with this, I believe that I've covered all of the important details. So if there is anything else that you need, you know what to do. Just send us a message. Go to digitalvanguard.uk/ask. If there's a clarification you need, a question you have, an issue you are experiencing, feel free to reach out and we are going to assist you. Now, if you are reporting an issue that has to do with accessing a platform or anything like that, take a screenshot. Don't just say, I'm having issue. It's not working. It's not going. Those are the kind of messages that people say, I'm like, okay, so what is not working? What is not going? You say, okay, the link is not going. And you're like, okay, so which link is not going? What exactly is happening? Like be explicit so that we can avoid back and forth. And that's also part of communication and developing yourself as a professional. You can express yourself in a way that, okay, people understand what you are saying and then they can help you or they can respond, okay, appropriately. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you, and I wish you the very best.